optibotimus coming to you with another video review. Now, if you remember some time ago, I did a review of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dragon Zord. And in that video, I kind of explained that as a child, I grew up watching the series. It originally aired at 7:30 in the morning for me, and I always left for school at 7:45. So I always watched the show every morning along with my sister, but I never got to watch the entire show. But I've always been a casual fan. Now, I haven't carried on with the interest or anything of that nature, but when I saw that they were releasing a legacy anniversary kind of edition of the Power Morpher, I knew I had to get it. It's just something that really does kind of remind me of that childhood aspect in my life. And honestly reminds me of a very fun time that I had with growing up with my sister. So I absolutely knew I had to get this, but this thing is ridiculously hard to find. It is a Toys R Us exclusive, and scalpers have been taking this thing off the shelves ever since it started appearing. But not too terribly long ago, ToysRUs.com actually put this up on their website so you could actually order it and get it at a fair price. And as you can see, you got the really nice package on here. Now, like I said, I am not an expert on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or anything of that nature, so I will defer to my good friend JT Mitchell 87 and recommend that you watch his review of this to get a much better overview of it and a lot more accurate information. But you can see that you got the Morpher right there. It does say that it's die-cast. These coins are actually die-cast, which is something else also that I really thought was very cool. You got the Power Rangers 20th anniversary, lights and sounds, 15 plus is the age, mostly because I guess it's for collectors. So you flip around here, you got the image there, you come around here to the back, you got it on all the different languages, French, Spanish, all that kind of stuff. You come around here, and you got a little bio that, and it says, 5 teenagers with attitude are recruited to protect the Earth against the evil Rita Repulsa. Led by the heroic Zordon, they receive superpowers beyond their wildest dreams. Summoning the dinosaur power, they transform into the Morphinomenal team known as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay, plays this theme song, got lights and sounds, really very, very cool. Now, I do believe I watched my friend JT Mitchell's review, and I do believe he mentioned in it that this is very similar to how the original packaging was for the original Morpher. So if that's the case, I think that's a wonderful touch, and I really like how they kind of throw back to that. Really kind of makes me want to keep this packaging as well. So let's get it open and see how cool it actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the Power Morpher opened up and out of its packaging. And there's a lot in here that I really didn't expect. I mean, I knew that the coins were die cast, but I had no idea that the external bit here was also die cast. It's really very impressive. And it's so heavy. Now again, I don't know a lot of the history after really what I basically saw on TV, that being the first 15 minutes of like the first 2 seasons. For me, this is just a complete nostalgia sort of thing. It's not something that I carried with in terms of the history and things of that nature. If you do want a much more comprehensive review of this set, give it a little bit more of a history comparing this to the actual original toy and things of that nature, I am going to put a link down in the video description that'll take you to JT Mitchell 87's review of this, and he does a much better job, I believe. Now, as for everything that you do get this really nice kind of display stand. I believe JT mentioned that this was originally available only, or something similar to this was only available in like Asia or something like that, and to be able to get it in the United States, it was really very expensive. You do have belt clips here. I'm not going to put it on and walk around, but I do love that little nod right there as well. Because in the show, I mean, I do remember them wearing this on their waistline, so that's obviously what this is, I'm guessing, in reference to. And then you have all 5 of the Dragon Zords, I'm sorry, Dinozord coins. Starting off first, we're going to take a look at the Pterodactyl. Now, the Pterodactyl Dinozord was controlled by the Pink Ranger Kimberly, and as you can see, again, really nice detail in here. I love the black wash that they have, even coming around to here to the back. I love how it's, you got the black and then the lighter color just gives you a very nice, you can see it like little reflection going on there, and then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers here in the back. Really very nice looking, and again, die cast coin, so this is really heavy duty. Up next, you have the Mastodon Dinozord coin, which was controlled by the Black Ranger Zack. And again, wonderful detail on here. Very nice texturing. And then you come around here to the back, and obviously you got the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger logo there as well. Up next, we have the coin for the Saber-Tooth Tiger Dragon Zord, originally controlled by the Yellow Ranger. And again, wonderful detail. I love it. It's so very nice. And you can see there's a nice thickness to these coins. Very nice. It does have a unique kind of shape where you can see that like the bottom section here sticks out. That's actually what kind of keeps it in the Power Morpher itself. You got the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger logo on the back. Absolutely gorgeous piece. And I'm just a cat guy, so I like that. Then, of course, Billy the Blue Ranger controlled the Triceratops Dragonzord. Now, Billy was my favorite, mostly because, much like Donatello, much like Wheeljack, he was the brains of the Power Rangers, and I just naturally gravitated towards that. Again, really nice embossed detail on here. Absolute gorgeous detail all the way around. You got the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger logo right there. And last but not least, the Red Ranger Jason controlled the Tyrannosaurus Rex Dinozord, which, as you can see, I have inside the actual Power Morpher itself. Now, to remove that, you come around here to the back, and the back actually has a really nice kind of detail on it as well. I do believe that this has some significance. I don't remember what it was, but again, JT Mitchell goes into it. And this entire back section is actually the button to make the coins pop out. All you do is you push the button, and the coins just eject from the centerpiece here. And again, the Tyrannosaurus Rex Dinozord, wonderful detail on there. You got the Power Ranger logo on the back. All of these are just absolutely gorgeous pieces that, in my personal opinion, really do add a level of adult collectability to this set. Now, as for the Morpher itself, as you can see, as I mentioned before, it does have die cast on the outside. This whole nice reflective silver bit here is all die cast as well. Now, one thing that I have heard JT talk about is how that this is actually the proper kind of, well, not stickers, because I don't think that's a sticker. I think that's actually painted kind of on there. But that's actually in the proper kind of text and font. The original toy, I guess, had that wrong. But when you come around here to the back, these bits right up here, these are actually stickers. So you do want to make sure that you have those nicely pushed against the actual product itself. Now, they already come pre-applied, so that's something that always, it does bug me. I wish I could put that on myself, especially since, like, down here it looks like it's going to cause a problem because there's a screw hole down there. But this is it. This is the pièce de résistance. Now, you can't take this and ideally, I would put it in like so, because this is how you're going to see the Morpher on their belt. But as you can see, it doesn't really sit flush right inside there. The actual, and then you just pull it out, and it sits in there very nicely. Now, I do believe that the actual proper configuration, depending on if you like whatever this is supposed to mean, when you push this in, it lines up absolutely perfectly and flush. So again, I don't know the relevance of this, and I do apologize, but that's why I don't review a lot of stuff that I don't know, because I don't want to sound stupid. But you can pull it out, but you can also take this and lower this down and give this a good little tug, and it comes out. Now, you can see the handle comes out, and you just hold it like so, and you do your thing. Now, it does come with lights and sounds. Now, what you have to do, you got it on and off. Oh, I should actually turn it off. You got the switch right up here. When you hit the button, you get this sound. And that's just the wonderful sound. That's the communication sound when Zordon wanted to communicate with the Rangers. And I just absolutely love that little bit. Now, you can see that it's closed. On this side here, you have the actual button. This one doesn't do anything, but when you push this button here on the side, you get this. You get it opening up. You get some lights flashing in there. You get some clanging sounds. And like I said, you can take your coin. Let's take the Triceratops, plug that in. That locks in there very nicely. Rotate that around. Now, one thing that I don't particularly like is I don't like how you have to hold this button all the way down to have it run through the next set of sounds. Or sound, I should say. I wish there was a way that you can push it and have it just go through the whole thing, I guess. Because it's kind of annoying constantly having this and then pushing the button and having to hold it down there. But we're going to run through it, and this is what you hear when you hear the whole, or when you push the button down and hold it down for the whole time. This is what you get. just keep going. But if you take your finger off of it, it'll automatically just stop the sound. So that's one thing that kind of sucks. So you hold it in. Oh darn, I forgot. I took my finger off. But I mean, absolutely wonderful piece. And again, it's so very fun. And then again, you take this, you push this, the coin comes flying out. All it really does is you can see that on the inside here, there's these little, these little black tabs that kind of grab hold of the ridge down here. And then when you push the button, these little black pieces here come out and push it out. So, boom, boom, just like so. I mean, everything about this is just an absolute wonderful, wonderful display piece. And honestly, for me, like I said, it's just the nostalgia of what me and my sister kind of grew up with. And I absolutely love this. Now, as I said, unfortunately, this is a Toys R Us only exclusive. So a lot of places, even internationally, aren't getting this, which means places like eBay and scalpers are really taking advantage of a lot of people. I think initially when this first went up for pre-order on ToysRUs.com, it was $50. They've since raised the price now to $60. And if you are lucky enough to find it in retail, that's how much it's going for as well. At $50, $60, I do think that this is a wonderful set and well worth it. I mean, all the coins, all 5 of them are die cast. You got die cast around the actual Morpher. You got the lights, you got the sounds, you got a nice display piece here. $60, well worth it in my opinion. When you start getting into the 100 and even more, that's when things start getting a little bit ridiculous. But if you do see this, I do recommend picking it up, especially since when you leave and you come back, it probably won't be there. So if you are lucky enough to see it, grab it. But that's about it, guys. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find our recent purchases as well as all upcoming video reviews all at facebook.com/teambotimus and follow me over on Twitter at twitter.com/optibotimus. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.